Hey everyone, and welcome to another TWM12 video on AirSoft. Yeah, for first game art, it wasn't actually half bad. In this one, we're going to be looking at the ARES L85 how it actually performed on game day. Now, it was a bit iffy at the start, as it did have a bit of a hiccup, especially with the real system. Well, say real system was the key mod breaking on me when I put this thing on. So, one fault already, but I think that was maybe just a lemon that I got with it. Could have been worse, so it could have been the actual system itself completely fucking up. But before we get into the video, I want to bring everyone's attention to something very important that we've done on our local site. And it's up for grabs for everyone who enters the raffle. So, one of our local marshals, Rud, has created an L85 RAF in, well, it's an RAF polymer. It's been airbrushed to remember the soldiers that has fallen and fought in the Great World Wars and any wars that preceded. May it be Afghanistan, may it be Iraq, the Falklands. And remembrance those who served. We're doing a raffle for this L85 SA80. Essentially, we're doing it to try and raise money for charity. It's all the money that will be raised will be going to the veterans charity. So it's $2.50 a ticket. All the information will be down in the description if you wish to enter the raffle. The links for where it will be announced will be also down in the description. So any funds raised will be going to the veterans charity that is yet to be picked. I'm not too sure which one it'll be going to yet. We have to wait for the rest to get back. But if you do wish to support it, please go down to the link in the description. It's $2.50 a ticket, and you've got a chance to win a custom L85 it's a wall hanger, but it's a nice wall hanger. So, with that there, let's get into the SA80. So, how did I perform today? Performed decently enough. There's a few hiccups. But before we even get into the gameplay footage, we have to have a look at what we get with it. I know in the first impressions we went through it, but might as well quickly go over with you and show you what broke. So, typical hard case, 2 magazines, your L-can, your foregrip, and the gun itself. And as I said, I don't agree with you not getting a manual. I think everyone should get a manual, and some people are not tech literate when it comes to understanding that. So, to me, personally speaking, they need a manual. So, what broke on the gun? As you can see at the front, I have jury rigged this with cable ties. This here, sling point broke off here on the key mod. So I'm not too sure if it was just a lemon or if it actually is a manufacturing fault. I also noticed during the gameplay at the end at one of the games that this here at the EBB has a very bad habit of locking in this position. I'm not too sure if it's due to the fact there's such a small battery in it that it maybe begins just not having the power to cycle the rifle properly. Maybe that is the case. Maybe it may need to be rewired to the front into the key mod. I've noticed that there. I also noticed that the wee plug cover for here rattles off on it, and the potential for these screws here to come loose. I noticed this here when I was playing with it. I'm glad I got most of it, but it's definitely something to keep out for. Don't let it put you off the gun. It's definitely a good gun. It's enjoyable. It's good to play with. And as you'll see as well on the Chrono, now I'm playing Northern Irish standards, so Northern Irish law dictates that it should be firing at 1 joule at 0.2 gram BBs. So I'm firing at 300. It should be firing 328 AK 1 joule at 2 grams at 0.2. I'm firing 260, 270, 280 on 0.25s. So equivalent to about the exact same. Remember, you need to keep within joule limits for Northern Ireland. Now, out of the box, this was firing 380, which is fine from England, I believe. 380, 350, I think theirs is for AEGs. So, depending where you go, there is upgrade capability for the spring, for the firepower, and for the FPS. But for Northern Ireland, we have to keep it low. I know it's depressing, and all you Yanks may be laughing at us having to have such low FPS, but even the English ones, I bet you're laughing at us. But what can you do? Up on the screen as well, I'll put the wee chronograph test. There'll be just a wee thing that'll pop up. But with that there, let's talk about how I perform getting the gameplay to show some of it. You'll see me play, you'll see some fucking horrible faces from me looking at people when they're being wee shits today. But other than that there, can't go wrong. You really can't. It was a great day. I love my local site. And let's see how it goes. And let's see how this plays out. So, as you'll notice, at the times when it's your typical SA80 hold, It's very balanced, center weight heavy. Now the biggest issue with it is it can only be used in the right hand. Because it's EBB, you don't want to be firing this from your left hand or you're going to get the cock and handle to the face. I don't think it would do much damage because it's EBB, it's not gas, but it's still not pleasant to be hit with that there, especially when you're rapid firing. So stick to your right-handed, stick to the right hand, do not move to the left, do not be stupid. Do not lose a front tooth, especially if you get gassed. A2. Be smart. It is a right-handed weapon system. So, with that there, how does it play? It plays like a typical assault rifle, truthfully speaking. The bullpup design gives it the full-length barrel and a more compact design, which is quite nice. As you can see, when I get into the buildings at times, it allows me to keep myself fully hidden. I'm not poking the barrel out the window. I've got plenty of room to move about in the building. I'm not too worried if, oh shit, that dickhead over there seen me. It allows me to stay in close to the wall, which I quite like. But that's the thing. It can only be used from the right hand. So you do expose yourself at times. So I would definitely say, because of the fact that you have to expose yourself, I wouldn't say this would be a beginner's weapon. I would definitely say it would have to be in the hands of someone more experienced that's been playing Airsoft maybe a year or two. Just for this fact that you have to be able to expose yourself without getting hit. AKA, if you're clearing a left hand corner, you're going to be fine, but if you're clearing a right hand corner, you have to throw your full body around the corner. Or you're going to get hit either way. It's not going to be an easy one to clear unless you have a pistol. Even when you're looking at some windows, you're going to have to pop out into the center of the window or try and clear to the other side of the window to be able to use it as efficiently as... You can't fire from the left hand. You really can't, because it's electric blowback. You can't. Even with non-EBBs, I wouldn't really recommend firing it from the left hand, because, well, it's an SA at the point. It's meant to be fired right-handed. So, accuracy-wise, it's not bad. It could be better. I feel like definitely the hop unit needs upgraded. I do feel like it's going to need type board. As you can see as well in the gameplay, some of the shots randomly can deviate at times, so I'm not too sure if that's due to the hop or if it's due to the barrel not being type board. It could be either one, but it'd be nice to have that. The upgrades I'll look into in the future for it. The minute, I don't want to spend too much money on upgrading there, as I don't get to play Airsoft as much as I'd like to, but with that there, we'll have to wait and see. So, with its accuracy being a bit iffy at times on fully automatic, it seems to be perfectly fine on semi-automatic. It seems to go straight as a dot, but full auto, it sacrifices accuracy something drastic. It really does. Now, when you're going for the long range shots in this here, definitely recommend semi. Don't full auto. It's just one of them things. Your shots will skive to the right, they'll skive to the left, they'll go up, down, left, right. A bit like a Kalashnikov. Perfectly accurate semi-automatic. You put it in full auto, you can't control the bastard. Pretty much a Kalashnikov style system then. So, with that there, would I recommend you get? Now, to an extent, yes. If you're an experienced player who loves British equipment, 100% go for it. It is a great piece of kit overall for the experienced player. If you're a new player looking into the game, I wouldn't recommend it for your first gun. And don't get me wrong, I will never tell you not to get a gun. I just wouldn't recommend it. If you want to play to your heart's content with that system, go ahead and get it. I will never not recommend the system, and that's the reason why. If you want the system, we will make that system work for you. May you need to upgrade it, may you need to make it more usable. If it's got a lemming gearbox or lemming barrel, potentially. But that's just one of the things. At the end of the day, you're there to play Airsoft to enjoy it. You're not there to be told by some idiot, your kit shit. You're there to enjoy it. So if you like a gun, get it. So personally speaking, I would recommend this for an experienced player in every aspect, but if you're not experienced, I'll leave it up to you. I wouldn't recommend it for you, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't put you off. I wouldn't tell you not to buy it. It's purely up to yourself. It will be a learning curve, but it'll be a learning curve that you'll be better for, as it gives you a unique aspect in how to play the game. It'll make you be far more cautious taking corners, instead of just rushing with an M4 that you can swap at hands constantly, or an AK, or another platform. But yeah, no, 100%, definitely would recommend it as long as you're experienced, or if you just want that uniqueness of L85A3. There's not many out there at the minute, but they're slowly getting more and more popular. I've seen quite a few videos around the world and quite a few people popping in with A3s and A2s. So with that there everyone, thanks again for watching the video. I'd like to point out one more time that we are doing a raffle at our local site for an L85 in remembrance for the fallen. If you wish to enter it, it's $2.50 a ticket. All the links are down below to the PayPal and to where it will be announced. Please, please, please do consider supporting it. It would be an amazing thing for you to do. It is completely custom airbrushed by our local marshal, Wee Ruds, and hopefully we'll get to sell plenty of tickets for it, and hopefully they'll be able to get a charity pick soon for it. Anyways everyone, thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll hopefully see you next time.